One of the most enjoyable things a landowner can do is pull SD cards from trail cams and see that there have been nice bucks feeding in his food plot during daylight hours. But one of the most disappointing things about food plots is seeing those bucks disappear when the bow season starts. There's dozens of reasons why that happens, but that's a whole different topic for another video. One of the reasons doesn't have to be because the deer hammered your food plots down to dirt halfway through the hunting season. Deciding what to plant and when is a lot more than just grabbing a few bags of popular food plot seed with pics of big bucks on the bag at the sporting goods store. There's some strategy that goes into it, and it starts by taking an inventory of the food you have available on your property and your neighbor's property. But this inventory doesn't just involve food plots and crop fields. Did you know that in the fall, crops and food plots only make up 20% of a deer's diet on properties with a good balance of habitat that deer need in order to stay on your property? That means that something else makes up 80% of their diet. That 80% is made up of natural forbs, woody browse, hard mass like acorns, and soft mass like apples. Here's a chart Jake and I show to landowners who have us come out to their property. It shows what a deer eats at different times of the year in areas with a balanced habitat. Most landowners want to make sure they have food plots planted for late summer and fall. But according to the chart, food plots only make up about 15% of their diet in the fall and only 10% in the summer. 70% of deer's diet in the fall is mast and woody browse. This comes as a big surprise to most hunters. But with all the TV and internet ads hammering us about how their food plot seed will bring in the big boys, it's no wonder that food plots have become the shiny must-have attraction tool for seeing more deer. So here's a few things to consider if you concentrate too much on food plots and not the rest of your property's habitat. This is a deer desert. Hunting properties that look like this in the fall do not offer deer much food and cover. That means any lush green food plot will go from looking like this to looking like this in a matter of weeks. It means that deer had a lopsided supply of food for a short period of time and mowed the plot down to dirt, forcing them to change their patterns once again, leaving hunters scratching their heads wondering where they went. And if the hunting pressure on that plot was too much, the deer probably went nocturnal or have left the area completely. But if you have a balanced habitat of food and cover on your property like in the chart, then deer will also browse on natural forbs and plants, which is what they want and need, and cause them to spend more time on the rest of your property, giving you more options for stand locations and preserving your food plots much longer into the hunting season.